Are you over 40 and think it's too late to start a gaming channel on YouTube? Well, guess again. Anyone at any age can start a channel, no matter what your experience or chosen niche are. There are so many gaming YouTubers who are in their 40s, 50s, or even older. It is not something that is only for the young people. Now, if you are familiar with Minecraft YouTubers in Hermitcraft, the Hermits are actually not all that young. Some of them are in their 20s, but many of them, especially some of the older ones, are in their 40s. So, if you are over 40, you have a pretty good chance. But there's a lot of things that I want to talk about here, and we're going to keep this nice and real. I'm going to be very honest with you about this, and there's a lot to talk about. It's often difficult for people to start a YouTube channel. They have this fear, and most of the time it's a fear of failure. So many people who want to start think, I'm not going to make it. Look at all these people. I can't compete with them. Or you just feel embarrassed about getting yourself onto YouTube and having people watch you. I mean, that is one of the common fears. I mean, I kind of felt that way, but I was okay about it because I think one of the things that I had an advantage of is the fact that I'd been a teacher and I had a good amount of, speaking practice in front of an audience. I used to do planetarium shows as well, so yeah, so it was not really that big of a leap for me. But for some people, it can be. But really, I don't think you have to worry. Almost everyone has growing pains in the beginning. It's not always becoming perfect right away. I mean, it rarely ever happens. And the only people that are able to do that are usually people who have had plenty of experience already. That's not that common. As for me, I did start a second gaming channel when I was in my 40s. Well, I started my first one in my 40s as well. But I started my second one after I had quite a bit of experience with the first one, the Minecraft one. So things actually took off a little bit faster for me in that way. But yeah. Are you worried about showing your face? Well, you don't have to worry about that. A lot of gaming YouTubers don't show their face. Many of them do when they're streaming, but that's not even necessary. A lot of people don't show their face. Mostly because the main thing is the game, right? But you've got the voice, you've got the personality showing through in the voice and what the person says. So that is fine. So don't worry about having a camera. You don't have to show anything if you don't want to. Do you think you're too old? Well, this age group I think is underrepresented on YouTube. You won't have as much competition. A lot of younger people are starting YouTube channels and, they've got a lot of competition. A lot of their viewers are people of a similar age. Well, us older YouTubers, us older gaming YouTubers, do have a little bit of an advantage. Partially because, if you are Generation X, we are the original gamers, aren't we? So we have a lot of experience with gaming, and we have been doing it longer than pretty much anyone. Of course, baby boomers may have been gaming. Some of them do. Some of them are actually making content on YouTube. But those of us who grew up with games, video games, I started with Atari and then Sega Master System. And, I did play Nintendo with friends, but you know what? I was playing video games since I was about 5 years old. And that just means I have a lifetime of experience playing games. Young people, of course, do have a lifetime of experience playing games, but not as long as Generation X has. Our lifetimes have been a lot longer, of course. So that is one advantage we have. We have a lifetime of experience. We know the older games. We know them well. And we can even make content using those older games. Retro gaming is a thing on YouTube, by the way. A lot of people do have an interest in it. And younger people are getting introduced to these older games as well. So you can get a lot of viewers from many, many ages. When you start your channel, you've got to choose a niche. Now, for me, I am doing mainly Minecraft, but I'm also playing No Man's Sky. And both of these games are kind of similar in the way that they are open world sandbox games. So they do have a lot of appeal for myself, but it depends on what you like to play. So if you like first-person shooters, then do it. Do you prefer The Sims? Then do it. I mean, I used to play The Sims and I enjoyed it. Do you prefer retro games? Of course, do it. Anything that you choose, anything that you enjoy is the best for you. Really. If you enjoy the game, viewers will know. You will sound more confident and knowledgeable about the game. And it really, really does show. And people tend to watch longer if you know what you're doing. If you do decide to start a channel, there are a few things to keep in mind that will help you along the way. One of them is to speak clearly. Make sure you don't mumble. Make sure you enunciate everything so that everyone can understand exactly what you're saying. It's pretty important. Audio is actually more important than the video. People will want to hear things very well. If you find that your video is not the best, don't worry too much about it. I think that the audio is one of the more difficult things to get. So if you want to invest any money into your YouTube channel, go with a good microphone. It will definitely help. And when I started, I had an awful microphone. I wish I had a good one, because then at least my audio would have sounded really, really good. Also, it takes time. You need to be patient. But thankfully, we older people have more patience, usually. Build up your catalog of videos, and viewers will come and subscribe and watch. The more you do, the better you get. Try to improve one thing in each video. It's really important to just take a look at what you've done, look at one little aspect that you'd like to improve, and work on it. That can really help, and you'll have much higher quality videos within weeks. Don't worry too much about having to make quick edits. That's a thing that has been popularized by the whole dream movement. That's kind of slowed down, actually. In fact, slower paced videos are making a comeback, which a lot of people are really thankful for. I think one of the biggest issues is a lot of younger people have shorter attention spans, and, well, they seem to enjoy these really quick edit videos. But that's not necessary so much anymore. Some other skills you will want to work on fairly early on include thumbnails and writing titles. The thumbnails, you can just use Canva. It's a fairly easy to use utility on the internet, and it's free to use. As for titles, just look around at the popular videos. See which videos are doing really well in your niche and try to emulate their style. That can really help. Emotional words are a must. Those can really help a lot. If you're doing videos that are more informational, using words that are searchable are incredibly useful. And that will make it so that you can get a lot of views through search. If you want to make some side money, YouTube is a way you can do that as well. Of course, there is monetization, in which you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours in the last 365 days. Although they did lower it to 500 and 3,000 hours, but that is so that you can get channel memberships and super chat. However, if you are fully monetized, you will get ad revenue. Now, that is probably the most common way to get revenue. However, it is probably not the most lucrative. There are other ways that you can make money through YouTube, but not necessarily on YouTube itself. There are things like Patreon and channel memberships on YouTube, in which you can have people who are kind of giving you money through a subscription. You offer some things that you can give. Let's say, for example, in mine, I have builds that are named or specified by members, as well as some behind-the-scenes content. For YouTube memberships, I also give kind of a sneak peek. It's early access to videos on my main channel. And there's so many different things that you can do to reward those who do want to I wouldn't say donate. Let's just say that this is not a donation, but it's a subscription in a way. And of course, you don't want to pressure anyone. It's completely optional, and they don't need to do that. There are some other ways you can make money. That includes affiliates. So, for example, you can place Amazon links to the equipment that you use on your channel. So, computer, things like microphone, mouse, and keyboard, and so on. And you can get money from Amazon. And then there are some other things like sponsorships. Now, I wouldn't call this a sponsorship, but I am an affiliate of G Fuel, which is kind of, I guess it's a sports drink for gamers. That's basically what it is. It's good for hydration. It has things like electrolytes, antioxidants, and more. It's considered a supplement. That's what it's considered. But it does have the energy aspect with caffeine, of course. But you can also have hydration ones without caffeine, so that's fine too. I'm not trying to sell it to you. I'm just letting you know that there are things that you can have access to in terms of affiliates and sponsorships. And usually when you get bigger, more sponsorships come. And it's not necessarily the easiest thing to get. It's also not the hardest. You can wait for them to come, which often does happen. I tend to receive emails about 3 or 4 a week. Many of them have absolutely nothing to do with my channel. They're kind of odd ones that have, I don't know, there are things that I really don't care about. But if one comes along, and let's say they want to provide you with a new keyboard in exchange for a couple of videos, then go for it. That has been offered to me before, actually. But there are some other things that you can do. For example, starting an online shop. I do recommend Fourth Wall. I am going to be opening a new shop on Fourth Wall. It's so much easier than the ones that I'd been using. And I feel like I can use it in a more productive way. And you can sell merch. You can create merch, and it doesn't cost you a thing. Nothing at all. They do all the work. You just do the designing, and of course you have to promote it. But you can also promote those things through your YouTube channel. Did you know that you can integrate it, and there is a link on your YouTube channel that says shop? That'll go right to your online shop. And this one is very important. Now, community is quite important on YouTube. You want to build your own community. You want people to be coming back because they feel welcome. And that is to reply to the comments. Or at least if you are unable to, or it's something that you don't know what to really say, make sure you just hit the heart so that they know that you have read what they have typed. So that is really important. And this is something that I myself need to improve on and will be working on quite a lot over the next few months and weeks. So this is something that is really important. And if you are replying to all these comments, these people are going to come back. They're going to feel valued. They're going to feel like you really want them to communicate with you. And that is one of the fun parts of it. Getting to know people. And you will get to know members of your community. And you can do things like open a Discord server and invite those people to come and talk with you. You can even talk through voice chat. So you can develop this amazing community and have these people who stick with you for a really long time. But most of all, and this is very, very important, don't push yourself too hard. I've done that before and it's just not worth it. Go at your own pace. Do things that you feel most comfortable doing. Don't do anything that you really are not comfortable with doing. There are some things that I have tried, but I did not like. I just immediately stopped doing them. It was not worth it because I just didn't feel the joy in it. I just want to make content that I personally enjoy making. And that is something that you should do as well. So don't worry about following the trends unless you think that you will enjoy doing that trend. Don't do it just for the sake of doing it. Do it because you want to. The more that you enjoy doing your videos, the more people will notice it. It is extremely noticeable and they will come back. All those viewers, they will come back because they see that you are having fun and they're going to have fun. It's that simple. So what are you waiting for? You want to get to the top of that YouTube mountain, don't you? Just do it. Get started now. There's no reason to put it off. It is really that simple. You don't need to delay. It's just as easy as starting the game and hitting record. And that's it. If you overthink it, you're not going to start. Just try not to overthink it. Don't overplan. Just choose something that you want to do and play. One of the fun things about making videos on gaming is that quite often you don't have to plan. You can just go right into it and play. And you may be surprised that you really are having fun. And you're sharing that fun with everyone else. And as I mentioned before, age doesn't matter on YouTube. If you are not using a webcam, then you know what? Your face won't be seen, and people probably won't even know how old you are. It's kind of hard to tell just by listening to my voice. I've kind of sounded like this for a couple decades at least. Longer than that, actually. But this is something that anyone can do. Are you an aspiring YouTuber that would like to try gaming? Then let me know in the comments below. And if you have any questions, please ask. I'd love to answer them. If you like videos like this and would like to see some more, then please consider subscribing to this channel as well as my main one. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.